G'day there, it's Bart here from Bodjabart. I was hoping to do some work on some of this thing here. We got a whole pile of bits and pieces I've got to try and sort out. With this here, just do some little bits. Remember, I've got to make these tags. I never got them done at school because I got sick, so hopefully I'll do these tags to hold the back piece on for the motor. And I've moved some stuff around out the back here, and of course I have a bit of a problem. Young Shelby, she's decided to plant herself right where I put my table, and I'm having to walk in and out of the garage and step over her at the moment. So there she goes. She doesn't look like she's going to move. She seems quite happy just to stay here in the nice cool breeze and enjoy herself and be a nuisance for me, aren't you, Shelby? Eh? Yes, you are. As you can see, she's just sitting here being her own self, eh? She's already been for a walk today at the park, haven't you? Eh? And she's just quite content to stay around with Dad. So I'll try and get some other things set up, and we shall get back and see what Shelby decides to do. I'll probably have to just work around here, I would say. If we make enough noise, she might disappear. Here we go. What I thought I might do is try and mount this seat somehow. So I have to make sure that these bars that go in here to the motor aren't going to interfere with the seat. So there's that bracket that's got to go in there, and we had those bars that run through, and it looks like it'll be all clear. I would have liked the motor to be back a little bit further, but I think it'll be okay where it is. So we've got to still cut these things here, and we'll get on to doing that in a minute. But I thought to mount the seat, I might use these here, which came off an old desk at school. It's what the thing said on. Bit of angle on, so you can see it's a bit of angle there. And I thought what I might do is mount a piece up on the inside there, just up. So if we were to mount it up inside there, you can just see it there. If we were to mount it up in there like that, and then have a piece on top, cut these so that the piece fits the opposite, then that, and then just bolt the seat down to that. I think that'll work good. Yep, I think so. Then we can pretty much have it. So these will sit up this way round, I would say. So that goes that way. So if this goes this way, and if I cut those bars back so that there actually sits up inside there. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. So first things first, work out a length for that, and we'll go from there. I think if we work out that length, and it looks like we might be able to get 2 bits out of one by the look of that. If we plan that right, we'll see how big we can go in there. I don't think I need that to be any longer than that. Definitely. Okay, I'll go and get a tape measure. I think actually there's one down here if memory serves. I think I keep one down here. Here we go, we've got one. Right. Oh, don't have a lock on the tape measure. So pretty much, if we go 250, looks like it's going to be long enough. 250. And this thing here measures, a bit hard when you got one hand. This thing measures, whatever this is. Alright, what do we got? This measures 600. Oh well, we might as well go the other one. How much is 300? No, 300 is too long. 250. Let's set it right a bit. I think 250 is fine. 250 it is, so we can get 2 out of 1. Oh, that's brilliant. That'll be perfect. Okay, so we'll get into doing that. We've got to cut that down. We've got 4 of those to cut. Yep, we can do that. And mount that seat and do those other ones. So I'll just turn that off for a minute. We're back. I've got to cut that angle line up, so as you can see, here's another nice machine I have. It's a little bandsaw. These are pretty good for cutting. It stands up. You can do it standing up as well, but I tend to just leave it here inside. It's a little bit tight in here because there's another welder there and there's a few other bits and bobs floating around. Vacuum cleaner, but we'll put this thing up so we can cut all of this. And of course Shelby's still sitting there. I've had to climb over her to set my table up out there, but I don't know, she seems to just want a bit of company today, so we'll get in and get this thing going. I would say we can watch it cutting. How is it looking? Let me see. Go down a bit more. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, I've already got it in. Cut these holes up. I haven't got it plugged in. Right. 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 That's that. 240. So the 240 we'll put on the seat part and the 250 we'll put on the frame. Right, that's those done. They're all sort of a bit birdie over, so what we'll do is we'll clean them up with a file so they look a bit better before we weld them on. Okay, right, that's that done. Rightio, we're back. We're in amongst the vice where I don't normally let you come in here because it's pretty junky. I work in a tight spot. I don't clean up after me very well. So what we have to do is, with these here, we're going to mark and drill a hole in these 250s. And then we'll do the other one so that we can put bolts in. I was going to put some bolts through, but in amongst my junk that I haven't put away or thrown out, I found these that I cut off some screws, 8mm studs actually. So we need 4, one for each side, so we can use those and just weld those in here, and then we can just put nuts on underneath. I mean, that's a good score, I reckon, anyway. So that's why I don't chuck anything out. I leave them lying around. I've got a small bit of hex here. But yeah, so we've got that. So we've got to mark these out, which we'll do right now. Right, that's those two. So we drill those through an 8mm, which I think these here are 8mm, but it's an 8mm nut, yep. So then we'll be able to stick them through. Oh, these are the bottom. I better remember that. These are the bottom ones, so we have to... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So these studs actually go in the top, which is the bit that's mounted to the seat. Is that right? Yeah, so that'll be up that way, I think. That way. That'll go that way. That's right. That'll go that way. So that will be there. And that will be there. Then they'll be there and they'll go straight through. Right. Let's hope I remember. Right, what we'll do is find an 8mm drill bit, and then we'll stick them in the drill press here, and we'll do that. Here we go, we're on the drill press, so we need to find an 8mm drill bit, and I know that's not 8, that's more like 10. Oh. I'll take that out of that. And we should put that in there. We have a metric gauge thingy here. And we're looking for an 8mm. What's that one? It's about 8.5. I don't want 8.5. Oh, yep. 8.5 that one. We need an 8. There we go. Got one. So we've got an 8.5, we know that's in there. We've got an 8. I noticed that my battery's getting flat, so I'll have to change it. I reckon if you're doing a workshop, a drill press is a must. It saves so much time. Right, we've got this. Hey Shelby, there's Shelby, she's over there. I don't know if you can see her. She's up. Oh, she's going to come in and visit. Here she is. She coming in to say hello. Hey, yeah, she coming in to say hello. You alright? Yeah, you're sticking with Dad today. What do you want? No? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to go and see Mum? No? Do you want to go and see Mum? Yeah. Right. So we stick that out through there. Good little house. So that'll be like that. I might have to open it up if these don't fit in. Yeah, they're a little bit tight, so I should have gone a little bit bigger. I didn't want to go too tight because I want the other side to be a bit tighter because we're going to mark the other one. Where are they? The 240 ones. We're going to sit them on top like that, and then we're going to drill through. So we're going to sit those on top of there, like that, and then we're going to drill through from that side. But what I didn't account for was if we can put a nut on the end of it. Ooh. And it goes through there. Oh yeah, yeah, we can do that. That'll be good. That's perfect. I didn't think of that, people. When you drill through, you want to be able to, because we're going to tighten the nut up from this side, from underneath. Yeah, I didn't make sure of that, but it seems to be okay. Okey-dokey. Make sure it's sitting pretty good, yep. Oh, okay. That was lucky. Tight. Must have bit up inside there on the curve, not on the flat. Cool, done. Right. That's all of that done. All of there I can see it. So now we just got to clean up the edges with a file, which we'll do over here. One done. I don't know if you can see this down here. Can you see that down there? What is it? Oh, here you can just make it out. This thing. There it is. Right. This thing here is a friend of mine gave it to me. He was given it, and someone had tried to make a belt sander up or a linisher. I just got the frame. I got a belt, but it's probably a little bit too small for what it is, and he hasn't put a tracker on it, which means that so that the thing here can stay in the middle. You can track it across, backwards and forwards. or from side to side I mean, and it wants to slide off the wheel at the other end there. So you look around here. Oh, I can't quite turn it around, next time maybe. So I haven't really got into fixing it up. I've put a thing on here, which is this part here, which got, so hopefully I can sand this way and do this. So what I have to do is cut the bar down a little bit. So I've got to cut this bar down so that it can come back a little bit, and so I can put a tracker in. I've got to put a tracker so that it can just move the thing up so it can go across and get it central, and that'll make life a lot easier. I'll be able to do all of those other little bits and pieces things that I have to do, like mainly these things here. With these things here, I'll be able to grind them up on this when I ever get this going. Whether or not I get it going, I don't know. I've spent a bit of money on it with the belts, and I put a motor on down the bottom there, and at the moment, because the belt's too tight, the motor sort of was smoking a wee bit, so it was only a motor out of a washing machine, but it still will be alright once this is just too tight and it doesn't track, so that's why I've got to shorten it. And yeah, hopefully I can get that done, see how we go one day. So, actually, I wonder if I might not be, I don't know. We'll get on to what we're doing though, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, what we'll do is we'll turn you off now. I'll go away and grind that because you don't need to see me doing that. Filing takes too long. Okay, we've got these things here ready to go. We have to take some paint off for welding, which we'll do next week. We'll weld these on next week. We may be able to cut the chair down and get that ready to go as well. Actually, we probably won't be able to do that till we weld these on. Then we can mark out where everything goes. But we've got these study things, rightio, which have to go in these ones, which go in these ones. So these will go up like that. And that's sort of a tight fit, which is pretty much what I wanted. I needed it to be a tight fit. Maybe not that tight. It's just a little bit too tight. Actually, what I'll do is I'll run a tap through it. That'll be alright, even though it's not quite in the right place. Yep, if we run that through, even though it's not the right size hole, it'll be enough so that the stud will run through straight. That should just line up by itself because it's only just taken a minimal out. We're going to weld these in, so it's not going to matter if they only just want it to slide in. Right, so that's these here. There we go. There we go. That's one. It was just enough to get these to go in. It's on the 240 one, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Because the 250's on the bottom, these go through and tighten up inside it. Right, there we go. They wobble around a wee bit. If we put a bit nut on there, and that'll hold it tight. This nut's only for welding purposes, just to help hold it in place straight, no movement. And this one here should actually fit on there. Perfect, look at that. That's the way to go. So, and what we'll do is we'll just weld that around there and around there. That'll be perfect. I might have to take a bit of the paint off actually, but that's perfect. So that's that one. And the other one is this one. We'll do him as well. That's unbelievable. We had 4 of these little studs. Even though they were just scrap, it pays not to chuck anything out. Basically, they would have just gone in the bin. But I left them there because I thought maybe I could use them. And we can. Oh, let's come out of there. Right, we're back. We've ground these up, if you see. Looks pretty good. Now what we've got to do, because they're pairs, we've got to split them and get them ready to hold those 2 shafts on, if you remember. These here. Which I thought were going to be too long, but they're not. Oh, I've just remembered something else we've got to do as well. We've also got to do the brake caliper holder. So that's these here, which will get onto there. So what we have to do, I think that's a 10mm hole, isn't it? Is it 10mm? Yep. Yeah, see that's 8, so it should be 10. Where's the 10mm bolt? Nothing in there. Out of all the bits and bobs lying around here, there's not something that's 10mm. There should be one over here somewhere. What do we got? That's 10. Yep, that's 10. Yep, so 10mm it is. Right, so they're going to take a 10mm bolt. Okay, so that, remember that ties onto the engine and back onto these brackets. Right. So that'll be a 10mm bolt somehow. So I think the engine part of it is 8. That's right. So we've got to put an 8mm, big long 8mm bolt through the engine. So that means we have to make spaces for those. So to convert it down to 8mm. Oh, that's silly because I've already drilled these, haven't I? 10mm. Oh well. That's alright. We'll figure something out. That won't matter. Right, so we'll split these. I've numbered them. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, and we'll split these. Just file off the little tack welds that we've got there. Clean them up. So if we do that, where is the file? Oh, I'll put the file away, the big file. I need a big file. That's it. So we got number 2, number 2. There's one set. Number 1 with number 1. 2 sets all ready for welding to go onto that thing there. Right. Now what we have to do is make a stud of 8mm metal. So I found this, which I think it came from my mother-in-law when we cleaned her house out. Found it in the back of her yard, down behind a garage, I think so. And it's 8mm. It's what I need. I think it's a bit bent on that end, so I have to cut that end off. So we just chop it off with the hand saw. Drop that up there. Rightio. I'll have to cut it to length, and then I'll thread each end so we can put bolts, nuts on each end with a spacer. Because we'll have to have a spacer because this is 8 and those other things were 10, so we need to make a spacer. Ooh, That was too big, wasn't it? That was too big. So we'll just probably find a bit of 10mm stuff so that we can cut it down and make, what do you have to make? Just 2 spaces. Yeah, well, I only have to make 2. So that's alright. So I'll go and figure out what length we got. I'll take that with me, put that in the machine, and we'll go and work out what length. There we go. See? Nice wee thread on there. Check to see if the nut goes on it. I did find a nut, didn't I? Nope. Just had that on there. Oh. I'll get one from in here. It should be an 8mm around. No, not 8, that 10, I think. 10. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Double. Yep. Excellent. That's what we want. So we just have to do the other end. Do that, and then there's the line. There it is. That's straight. Pretty good. Yep, nice looking thread on that. Looks good. And of course I put that nut back, didn't I? The nut on here. Where'd it go? There we go. Try that one, another nut on that end. Yep, that one worked on that end. Good as gold. Worked on that end. Yep. So that's it. Right. That is that. Right, so that will go into the through the motor. We've got those arms to go on each side of it, and then it will tie back, come back to our other little pieces that we made earlier that I've put down somewhere and can't find them. Oh, they'll turn up. Oh, there they are. So here we go, we have these. So that, like that. Now that's not too bad, not too loose in there. Actually, it's not right, is it? Oh, it's okay, I don't pin my bolt. Of course it is. Haha, we've dropped something, as usual. So these are fine. I didn't muck those up. So these will go like this. And that'll go through there, 10mm, bang. That'll go through there. A smaller bolt, of course. So they'll go like that. Which is perfect. Yep. Oh. I think I did something wrong. I have to. I've made them too big. I think I've made them too big. I can't get any movement. Can't get any movement because I've made them too big. I don't need too much. If I put a washer in there, let's find a washer. Two washers. 1, 2. They're aluminium ones, but they'll do. There. 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 And there. So does that help in my movement situation? Yep, that helps. There we go. Look at that. We've got a bit of movement there. We may not need it, but it's best to be safe than sorry. Yep. Right. So we'll do that way. Okay. Cool. That in there. That on there. So that will mean we will need 2 more washers. There's one of them. And the bench. Another one from in here. Right, so that goes there. And that goes there. Hold all that together. Fantastic. Alright. Put that away. Back in here. Oh, we've done alright today. We've got a whole pile of little bits and pieces made up, which is pretty good. We just haven't got the brake caliper done yet. And but that's okay, I'll get onto that. So we know what that's for. I'll put that in my box of tricks. Along with everything else, we've got these done. These here. Don't need that. So they're for welding up next week. They're for welding up. What else? That's pretty much it. Think that'll do. Yep. We also have to work on trying to find if I can. I might work on doing the brake caliper next week, because I really didn't want to take the thing off the lathe. It's just sitting on top. Just another hassle. So I'll do that next week. When I bring it down for welding, I can do the caliper at the same time. That's what we'll do. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll get going now, so don't forget, like and subscribe, and hopefully catch you next time. Thank you.